Greetings of the day. Hello everyone, greetings of the day. Welcome to the session. So, in this session, we are discussing about the roles and responsibilities of a FICO consultant and what and all the preliminary checks that an SAP FICO consultant or any SAP consultant should do when they are assigned to a project. For example, let's take we have a company called Accenture. So we all know like what Accenture will do. So they'll be hiring a consultant, SAP. Suppose say SAP from SAP technology. So Accenture has a requirement of a candidate. Suppose say Mr. X, Mr. X. So Accenture has Mr. X now. So Accenture has conducted an interview of Mr. X and Accenture and Mr. X got selected in the Accenture. Now Accenture got a project from Now Accenture got a project from XYZ Limited. Okay. So Accenture has one resource called Mr. X. So Mr. X now he is appointed as a SAP FICO consultant. SAP FICO consultant. Now, so now Mr. X Mr. X should have a question. So what is this question? So to which project he was assigned to? Correct. So without knowing the project, he can't segregate his roles and responsibilities. Correct. So now suppose say we have, as you all know, we have so many different types of projects. For example, implementation project, support project, migration, migration project, or you can call it as conversion project, and we also have upgradation project and testing and integration project. So now how many types of projects we have? We have integration, support, migration, upgradation, testing, and testing project, and integration project. Okay, implementation. Sorry. So now Mr. X can be assigned to one of these projects. Correct. So as per the organization, maybe he can work in the multiple projects, or else he may assign to a one of the project. For example, in implementation. So, based upon the client requirement, we design the system landscape in implementation project. So here XYZ should only know the business. So Mr. X should know only the business processes of XYZ Limited, XYZ Limited, and he should see how he can fit the XYZ business into the SAP. So if he identified any gaps, he will do the fit gap analysis and he will do the RISE-IF analysis. So based on the RISE-IF, he'll be doing that analysis and he'll be identifying the what are the gaps. So based on the gaps, he'll be developing a functional spec and he'll be giving to the he will be giving to the technical team. So in turn, technical will create the technical spec and they will be developing the gap. So if they identified a report, so XYZ is now reporting to a legal entity and they are reporting in a certain predefined way. So that report is not there in SAP. So now what I will do? So now Mr. X will identify. So these are the report which is not which is not there in the for the XYZ, and he will develop. So these report is uh, this report is extracted from so and so table, and so this is the linkage of one table and another table. So we will be creating functional specs, and he will be giving to the technical team, so that in turn technical team will create technical spec and he'll be creating a report. So once they are creating a report, we will test and we'll deploy into the QAs for UAT. Okay. So now what happens is like in implementation project. So with respect to the system landscape, we will be designing the system landscape. So for example, if you have some integration systems, so we'll be defining that these are the integration systems to integrate. So what is the mode of integration? Either it may be IDOC or something, some integration tool. So after that, so in our system, how many systems we need? So whether we need a development system, so there will be three systems: development, quality and production. In the development, quality and production, how many clients they need? So these are all the questions where Mr. X will ask to XYZ Limited based on the requirement. And after that, so what if Mr. X gets a support project or migration or conversion project, upgradation, testing project and integration project? Let me explain so what is support project? Support project in the sense, so the system is steady now. Okay, so the system, so they are already an SAP is implemented for the particular XYZ Limited, and so now if XYZ Limited end users are getting any errors, or they want in any new requirement or any change request or any enhancements, or they are getting any errors in the month end activities, or they are getting any errors in the year end activities, or like they want any data for the audits. For the audit, they may need some data, so we need to extract that from the tables. So these are the cases. What they will do, they will be creating a ticket. So they'll be creating in a ticket where in solution manager in solution manager in sorry, they'll be creating a ticket in SNOW, service now. Okay, in service now, or else they'll be doing Jira. Okay, they'll be creating a ticket in these ticketing tools. Or there are so many ticketing tools where so based on the client budget, right, XYZ Limited budget, they'll be going with the ticketing tool, because they also need an, so same as SAP. So for example, let's take service now. So service now will also have different servers: development, quality and production. So in the production only, the end user use the production to uh, production to raise a ticket, correct? So if they want any fields, any additional fields to be there in the ticket, so they will be raising again a ticket to the service now. Then the service now consultant will do the development server, and they will move into the quality, and they ask the end user to do the UAT in the quality system. So whether create one ticket and check your fields are there or not. If they say, they give the sign off, they will be moving to the production. So same as SAP, correct? So there are so many tools where we have this landscape, where we have like development, quality and production landscape. Okay, so this is one of the example for the support project. So what is a migration? So in the migration or conversion project, it is like you are converting ECC to S4 HANA. Okay, so if you are converting ECC to S4 HANA, you should now see the landscape, correct? You should know like what landscape they are using in ECC, and how you can use the same landscape in S4 HANA, or you should do any changes in that landscape. So for the migration project also, migration project is nothing but changing the so we are migrating ECC to S4 HANA. Okay. So after that, upgradation project. So you know, right? Upgradation project is it will be only a technical update. In the sense, we are only lifting the version. So now, for example, the client is in SAP S4 HANA 16.10 version. So now we will be lifting. So the technical team will be upgrading from 1610 to 2023 latest version. Okay. So after the upgradation project, we'll be also having a testing project. So this is nothing but, so for the XYZ Limited, a third party system, a third party. So suppose say other than Accenture, Deloitte has did the configuration. Now XYZ Limited don't want Deloitte to do the testing, like testing UAT, UT. Sorry, they don't want to do the testing. Now Accenture will come into the picture, and Accenture will appoint Mr. X to do the testing project. So now Mr. X, what will do? He will be taking all the scripts, all the test scripts, right? Test scripts related to FICO, and he will start the testing. So whether all the processes before upgrade, we'll have two systems, before upgrade systems and after upgrade systems. Okay, we say like pre-upgrade, post-upgrade. So you need to compare it with the system to system. So before upgrade system, you may have you will have development, quality, and production. Correct. Now, so before the upgrade, so they are not go live. So now the client will use the current production system, right? So after upgrade, development, quality, and here also they'll have production. Correct. So now when you are getting a sorry, I am talking about 1 minute. I'm talking about upgradation. So you'll have pre-upgrade and post-upgrade systems. Pre-upgrade and after upgrade system is post-upgrade. So you have two systems. So if any upgrade system, so you have a 1610 system. So now the currently client using this and they want to upgrade it to 2023. So now you will have a system 2023 system, and you will also have you will also have 1610 system. Okay. Now what we'll be doing is, so the technical team will be copying the dev, will copying the quality, and the production will be on hold until and unless, so the production data copy will be on hold until and unless the queue is acting same as, so or if we will be doing the testing. So after doing the testing, so it is the testing is same, so the test scripts will get the test scripts whether the testing is, so the system is behavior is same as before the upgrade and after the upgrade. Now we'll be deploying the everything our changes to the production. There'd be some changes where SAP asks us to follow some nodes. So because it's an upgrade, right? So if for some normal for some functionalities, we need to upgrade it through an S node. So that process we will be doing in the upgradation project. After the testing project, so we'll like Mr. X will only get the test scripts, and he'll be doing the testing for XYZ Limited. And so all the testing entries or all the outputs is as required by the XYZ Limited. So they will review it, and if everything is good, they will be doing the sign off. Now, so SAP project, SAP, what is like, we will get the integration project. It means, so SAP interacts with non-SAP systems. Integration is nothing but integrating. So we are integrating, we are sending the data from non-SAP to SAP systems. Here where the integration comes into the picture. Okay. So now what Mr. X should do? So other than implementation project. So in the implementation project, what Mr. X will do? So Mr. X will develop the landscape, correct? So he should develop the landscape. So based on the existing process, he should develop the banks. But from support project to till the end. So till integration project, correct? So now from support till integration project. Okay. Now from support till integration project, what Mr. X should do? What Mr. X should do? He should first analyze. He should first analyze the system landscape. Correct. Analyze the system. Analyze the system landscape. To analyze the system landscape, Mr. X should ask the system cap system landscape documents. So now Mr. X should ask to what is the company is taken XYZ Limited, correct? So XYZ Limited. So Mr. X should ask to XYZ Limited, boss, we need, so as your system, as your SAP system is already pre-configured and already running your running system, correct? So we need your system landscape documents to check the to get the knowledge of your system landscape. Now what XYZ will give is he will give the system landscape document to Mr. X. Now Mr. X will see the documents like this. First, let's do one thing. So here let's do the system landscape. So first let's take S4 HANA systems. Okay, so in S4 HANA, as we know, we may have 3 or 4 systems, correct? So for example, we have development system. So 1 minute, let me take the views of. Okay, now we have the development system. So in the development system, how many clients we have? Let me also go down, way down. Okay, so in the development system, let's say we have 3 clients. Okay, we have 3 clients like client 100, client 200, client 300. Okay, now we have 3 clients, client 100, so client 200 and client 300. Now, so we have development system, and next in the same way we have quality system, and we have last production system. Quality system and production system. Now, so now here, if you see, so in the quality system, let's take this client off. So now we have only 2 clients, 100 and 200. So one client you will be using for 100 is used for UAT and 200 is the golden client. So where you will be doing the backup of the production every so like every every 10 minutes or so you will be doing the backup. So some clients use the QA system, so some clients use the QA system, a specific client to back up the production data, because if anything disaster happens in the production system, they also have a backup of that production system, correct? So now we have in the production we only have one client, correct? So everything will be performed in the one client only, so that is 100. Now, so now we got S4 HANA. So suppose it's on-prem. So we have S4 HANA on-prem. So in S4 HANA on-prem, we have three systems, and in that systems we have the clients. Okay. Now also take sandbox. So we also have a fourth system which is called sandbox. So what is sandbox system? Where where the client will perform the new functionality testing, and if everything goes good, they'll be deploying that to the development and quality and do the UAT and move into the production, correct? So now sandbox, so maybe you can take like sandbox has only 100 client, it has only one client, okay, 100 client, it has 100 client. Now apart from this, what an organization can have, so we have an BW database. So what is BW? So BW is for reporting purpose. So for example, BW will take and it will what it will do, it will prepare a consolidation report. So with anything, for example, let's take FICO module. So it will be preparing a consolidation report where that is not in the SAP. So even that is not possible with the customizing. Then what this will do is, so we'll have a BW. So BW module where that can comply with the reporting. So it has so many reporting requirements. So it has so many analytics so that the user can see in a graphical way, and as such. The now this XYZ also have a BW interface. So now BW systems. For example, take here BW systems. BW systems. So in the same way, like BW systems also have the same architecture, correct? It has a development, quality, and production. So the clients, so it only have one client. So for IC, only it has only one client. So let's take this now. Now, so there should be a transport, right? So if you are doing any customizing or anything, so if it's an SAP FICO consultant, do any customizing, so a TR gets created. So TRB will be moving from development system to quality and quality to production system. In the same way, in the BW system also, the TR movement will happen the same. So for the TR movement, the client has Solman solution manager for solution manager for TRs, transport requests. Now we can call it as charm. So this is a charm, which is a tool where the client uses that for the transport of that for tracking the transport requests and approving the transport request or rejecting the transport request. For example, if Mr. X has done one customizing where that is not actually necessary, so that can be done in another way. But Mr. X has been done where the another functionalities also get affected. Now, so we'll have a business experts. So business process experts in the business. So business in the sense, in the XYZ Limited, we'll have business process experts. So when you do that configuration, they also have some idea on that. So maybe they have identified like whether you did the functionality, they identified like it is also applicable for another functionality. So if you change this field, if you change some field, like it will also affect creation of another master data also, correct? So if you are creating in a master data for a vendor, so in vendor you have the payment terms, correct? So maybe the payment terms, they don't want, they are dropping off one of the payment term. For example, just they won't do that because it will be staying in the system only. So for example, so let's take an accounting clerk. It would be a best example. So let's take an example of accounting clerk. So some user of the business asks like, boss, I don't use the I don't want the accounting clerk with A5. Now you have deleted, Mr. X has deleted the A5 in the development system, and they are moving to the quality. So based of now a TR is so first you will create a charm request, after that the movement will happen. So after your movement, so it will go to the business to approve. So the business will see, so why this who raised this request. So business will analyze, so why Mr. X is deleting this accounting clerk, so who has raised that. And because that business process owner knows, like Mr. That accounting clerk is used in another way, used in some other cases, correct? So he will hold on that TR. So that's why you will be using the solution manager. Okay, now after that, after that you will also have integration systems, correct? So for example you will have third party systems. For example, let's take banking and treasury systems. So for banking and treasury systems, let's take we have shift. So shift is the way where the bank transactions will happen from here. And let's also take a tax and compliances. Now, if you take tax and compliances, so that we have an vertex, correct? We have vertex where the tax will be calculated automatically there, and send the rates will be pushed to the SAP system, same as one source, correct? Now after that we have CRM systems. So where you will not creating any sales order, so the sales data flows from the CRM systems. For example, Salesforce. And you also have e-com systems, where XYZ has an e-com app where someone is scrolling and doing the order. So when they set the order, suppose say Shopify, when I click on the order, automatically the sales order will get generated for the XYZ Limited. So they can do the delivery, and they can do the post goods issue. After that billing, after that invoice will be generated in XYZ Limited, and the goods will be received by the customer who has ordered in the Shopify, correct? Now after that, so for procurement also, for example, for procurement, let's take Ariba. So in Ariba, we have like the buyer will come, and the buyer will be what we will be doing. So XYZ Limited will be buying the raw material from, suppose say, vendor or supplier. So now the supplier will come to the Ariba of the XYZ portal, and they will be logging the invoice. So once the invoice is logged in the Ariba, then so automatically from the Ariba APO also will get generated, like from Ariba, the invoice will get received, and automatically we can automate it, like to create an invoice receipt, correct? So that also we can do the integration. Now so this is the system landscape. So now let's design it. So let's design it now in a beautiful way. So what are these? Third party systems. Okay, these are third party systems. Third party systems. And now what are these? So these and all comes under, it is an S4 HANA system. And in the S4 HANA, we have these 1, 2, 3, 4 systems. One is development system, and another one is quality system, and another one is production system. Now, after that, you also have a sandbox here. And you have a Solman for, let's move it here. Okay, no. Okay, we also have a Solman system. Now after this, we also have a BW system. So in this you have one development system and one QA system and one production system. Now let's see the movement. So let's see the movements. Now I'll take an arrow and let's see how the data is flowing. So this is the main key of analyzing the system landscape. You'll only have this arrow mark. So suppose one arrow mark is going like this. So it's like data is flowing from third party system to S4 HANA system. So if one arrow is flowing from BW system to his, so some data is flowing from BWT to S4 HANA, it vice versa. So the main thing is, if we see like dual arrow, so it is going to S4 HANA and coming back to third party systems. Okay, now so from the third party interface, may go to these systems or it may come. So for example, tracking data. So for example, in the e-com system, so when you do the so for example, in the e-com system, so when the customer has ordered, right, so he should have the tracking. So the tracking data, so the system, that what the system will again go to the SAP and ask, so from where that is. So whether that is already prepared, say, prepared and it is already delivered, or how it is. So like that, you will have so many cross interfaces. So suppose vertex. So suppose you are posting a PO with some tax code, correct? Some tax code. You have vertex or one source. So now if you are entering the tax code, and the rate should automatically populate in the conditions, correct? When you are creating a PO. Now the system will push the country. The suppose say you are going for a US taxation. Now the system will push that country or a state to the on source. So based on that state, or the delivery, based on the delivery, so based on the vendor location and the plant location where the delivery is happening, so the one source will push a rate. Now the rate will be coming into the SAP system. So it can be a dual way. So it can come from the third party system, or else you'll be sending back, correct, sending back to the third party system the data. So it is two-way. Now you'll be seeing arrows like this. Okay, now let's take another example. Now Now let me also got a box to these systems, because this is third party, right? Now, yeah. So now the data transferring from the third party system is a two-way transfer, correct? Now we have development system, quality system, and production system. So how the data transfers here? So development system to quality system, and quality system to production system. So, and how it will be transferring? It will be transferring to a transport request. So suppose you are doing some functionality in the sandbox and that configuration worked. Now if you now you have two options. One is to do the same configuration in development system, or else you can move that particular transport request to the development system. You have two ways. So now here also a TR will get generated. So you will also have a link from sandbox to dev. It is a transport request, correct? After that, let's see a scenario. So where the client is asking for a report. In the production, the client is analyzing some financial report. Now the data to should flow to BW system from S/4HANA on-prem system, and based on that the data will flow here from this production system to this production system, and you will get the output. Okay, so now if someone asks, so this is used for the TR transport movement. So here also in the BW system also you will have a transport. So here also TR movement will happen. I do some changes. And this is like one of the example. You may also have some DevOps. So some development is going. So with the large organizations, they are simultaneously doing the product. So they have some products. They are developing some apps, correct? So for the apps also they will have different clients, and that will be run under the different database. So these two. So before S/4HANA on-prem and BW system has a separate base or database. So now these are only systems, and this should be connected to a database to run, right? So there would be also some database, correct? In it, in the system, there would be also a database where it is connected to. So in the same way, you may have the DevOps system, and you may have so many systems where like when and where the client needs. Now all these will be treated as a system landscape. System landscape. That's it. 1 minute. Okay. So now you can see. So the client will provide, the XYZ will provide to Mr. X this document, this system landscape document. Now by seeing this, Mr. X should understand first, okay, they are using S/4HANA on-prem system. So on-prem, in the sense, in the on-prem we have a option called private cloud. So whether they are using the private cloud or on-prem only. So whether they are using the private cloud, so he also should see the S/4HANA Fury. So whether that is there or not. Now, so it is an on-prem. Now he is seeing the, okay, in the development system we have 3 clients. In the quality system we have 2 clients. In production 1 client. Okay, got it. So they also have a sandbox. So where Mr. X also can play with the new functionalities, correct? And after that, okay, they are BW systems. So where a SAP FICO consultant or any consultant other than BW consultant don't have the system access. So only BW consultant will only have the system access. No other consultant will have the BW system access. Okay. Now after that, by seeing this, okay, they have these many third-party systems. So from these many third-party systems, we are getting the data, and data is flowing back to the particular third-party system. So based on the system, Mr. X should be capable of understanding this system landscape. Now, after understanding this system landscape, so what Mr. X should do? So what Mr. X should do? So who is a Mr. X? Mr. X is a SAP FICO consultant, correct? Now FICO consultant. Let me maximize this. So this landscape, any consultant should be capable of reading this landscape. It's not purely related to FICO consultant or any module consultant. So all the modules, so like either it's a technical team or a functional team, first should analyze this landscape. Then only they should go with the system axis. So after that, so what SAP FICO consultant will do, or any other consultant, first they should get the system access. First they should get the system access, like system ID or environment description. So what is that is development, or that is quality, or that is production. We need that. So some clients will need VPN access, correct? So if they want a VPN to be installed in my system and to access their systems, so I need the VPN configuration document. Once the VPN is configured in your system, then only you can access the client system. So keep this in mind. And after that, you can after that so after that, to get the access, you need to contact the basis team. You need to contact the basis team. Okay. Now, so let's see Mr. X. So we have Mr. X here. Now what Mr. X should do? Mr. X, so you will get first action. Boss, you are appointed to this project. You will get a mail. You will get a mail from Accenture, like you are appointed to this project. So these are the project managers. Now what you will do? Mr. X should reach the project managers and understand the project scope and which type of project it is, right? So Mr. X should understand this. So with the project manager, after that, the project manager in turn, 1 minute. So these are the mistakes responsibilities. Understand the scope. After that, the project manager will mail to XYZ Limited for system access. So XYZ Limited will have a basis consultant who will be giving the system access to Mr. X. Project manager will be mailing. So these I am explaining a real time scenario. In the real time, what it will happen. Okay. So in the real time, this is the process which is happening. So no one will be teaching you this. If you are selected in an interview, this is the right video you need to watch. Okay. Watch this video and you'll be rocking if you have a subject knowledge. So project manager will mail to XYZ Limited. Now XYZ basis team will give system access to XYZ basis team will give access to Mr. X. Okay. Now system X, now basis team will mail to Mr. X. Okay. In mail, what you will have? So in mail, you'll have, okay, you in mail you will have this data. For example, let's again go back to the notes. So in mail, what you will have? You will have this description. You'll have this description like boss. This is the description, and this is the application server where you need to connect, and this is the instance number, this is the system ID, and this is the username you need to use, and this is the password. Once you enter the password will get resetted. Correct? Now what Mr. X should do? First, if he don't have a logon pad in his system, logon pad, this is the logon pad. So if he don't have this system, first he should raise a request to internal IT department for installation of SAP logon pad. Okay. First, he should raise a request. If he don't have a logon pad, he should raise a request. The second thing is, after logon pad is installed in the system, he should add the client systems into logon pad. Okay. For example, so by seeing the system landscape, for how many systems Mr. X need to have the access? He need to go. He have the access for 100, 200, 300, 100, 200, and 1000. Probably they will give the FFID access. FFID access. It is called as firefighter ID access for the production. When an SAP FICO consultant or any consultant should access the production system to analyze any error. So you got a ticket, right? You got a ticket from service now, and now you want to analyze. So they are raising a ticket like a particular purchase, particular profit center is not displaying in the accounting document. So they'll be giving you the accounting number, document number also. So to analyze that you need the access to the production, because that document posting is system independent system. It's not related to system, and as it is not related to the client and also the client. Correct? So it is not related to system and client to client. So the posting is independent. So in the client 100, you can post one document, and that is not flowed to client, the quality system. So it is, a document is client independent. In every client you can post one document. So now you need the production system access. Once you get the production system access, they will ask you you will get the FFID access. In that FFID, you need to enter like what transaction code you need to analyze. So to analyze an accounting document, what transaction code you need to get? FV03. So from FV03, suppose say they are telling like profit center. So it's a sales document now. Now you will be also accessing for a building document VF03, and after that the sales order SO03. So sales order also you need to analyze. So from in the sales order, if they didn't enter the profit center and later they do the billing, and after that an invoice is generated, how you expect an accounting document to be generated with a with a profit center with where you didn't give when you didn't give any profit center data in the sales order. So now you can tell the client like, boss, so this is the blender you have done. So you can cancel the invoice and billing document and create a new sales order, and that will solve your issue. So for that we need the client system. We need the client system. So these many system access we need. Now the basis guy will send us a mail. Will send us a mail, boss. This is the development system. This is the QAS system, and so development system you will get the client information. So for course, for suppose for development 100 client, this is the user ID and password. So you'll be resetting in all the clients, correct? Your password will be resetted in all the clients. Now, so in the same way, you'll be getting from the quality system and also production. Now you got the mail. Okay, in the mail you have this. So this is the description application server. Let me do one thing. It's the logon pad. Okay, so this is the logon pad. So this is the system I have added. Okay, this is the system and this is the system ID. So you will have different system IDs. For example, like this you will have. Like this you will have. For example, this is the development system. This would be the production system. This would be the quality system. And this would be, as per our example, this would be BW development, BW quality, and BW uh, you'll have BW production, and here you will be the solution manager system also you will have. So like this, these many systems you will have. For these many systems, if you double click on this, then you will see the clients, correct? Then you can give the input as a client, as your 100, 200, 300 clients you need to input. So for every client, you will have a username and you have the password, correct? So now I will be showing you how you can add the system also, so your life will get easy. I'll be deleting this, and now I'll get the logon pad, and when I open the logon pad, so logon pad is installed from the IT theme, and now I'll be opening this logon pad. So you see nothing here, correct? Now how I need to add this data, how I need to add this data. Now I'll be clicking on new, connect. Now for this, click on next. After that, description. So what description I have? S4 HANA 2023. S4 HANA 2023. Now, what data we have? Application server 183 point. Okay, 183.82.118, 82.118.253. So this is the application server detail, and this is the 07 is my number. And after that, system ID S4H. So in generally speaking, you will have S4D for development, you have S4Q for quality, you will have S4P for production. Okay, now you have so this is like a what would say this is an testing client. So they have given you like this. So whatever. So as per the client want only SP, SD, SQ. So that like that also they can have it. Now I don't have anything, so I'll click on next, next, finish. Now a system is added into my logon pane. Now I can access the system. I'll be double click on it. Now I have only access to the 100 client. Okay, so this is my user ID and I'm typing my password. Now as a SAP FICO consultant, I have now entered into the system. So what key figures, what tasks I need to perform once I entering into the system. what and all I should know about the client. So now I have only know the client landscape. Now you should know what is the client. So what business the client is doing. So your project manager only explains like what business the client is into. Suppose the client is doing the production. Okay. So now the client is doing production work. So they are doing the production, and if they are doing the production, what and you should have a question. So what and all the modules you will have? And you have a PP, and you have SD, and so before some product comes to the material management, you will have QM. So quality inspection should be done. After that only they will be sending to the procurement, or else they will be sending back to the particular seller. Now, and also you will definitely have an FICO for the reporting purpose. Okay. Now I can now before that, okay, it's a production company. Then I should know like what and all the modules can be. It can be like more than these modules, but you should have a prior idea like what module it can be. Now, so you got an idea. Okay. Now let me go into the system. First, now you have added the system. Okay, you have added the system. Uh, so 1 minute. Okay, now the system is added right into my GUI. So I have opened the system, and also I have analyzed my system landscape. The second point is analyze. I have analyzed the system landscape, and now what? So now your SAP FICO consultant work will start. Now what you will be doing? First you will be seeing how many number of company codes are there. How many number of company codes are there in the system? How you will be seeing that? Either you can go for OBY6, correct? So in the OBY6, you'll be getting the global parameters of a particular company code. Suppose, for example, I am taking 1,000 company code. I can know. So this is the chart. Here you are seeing, as it is a test system, you are seeing so many company codes. But in the client system, you only see how many. You only see the company codes which are legally registered under that Companies Act, correct? So you'll be not seeing this many company codes. So you will suppose say you'll be only seeing these four company codes now. So once you see the company codes, you can also browse it into a table level. You can go for as for SC16N. Now you can go for T001, this table. So you'll be just executing it. That's all. You'll be getting all the global parameters. Now you'll be seeing all the company codes. Okay, you'll be seeing suppose 1, 2, 3. Suppose these are the four company codes I have. So now I should analyze what is the chart of accounts, whether they are using common chart of accounts or else whether they are using the different chart of accounts, and for that they are mapping the group chart of accounts and they are getting the reporting requirement. Question mark. And the another question mark is whether there is any country specific chart of accounts are there, whether they are bound to report as per country level with a particular number range structure. Hmm? That is also a question mark. So now let's see like what is the fiscal year variant they are using. So whether they are using the common fiscal year variant or whether they are using the different fiscal year variant. So like that you need to analyze. Okay. So for example, what we have done, we have went to OBY6, and after OBY6 what we have done, we have to do the table T001. Okay. So now what I got the chart of account details. Chart of account details. Now once I got the chart of account details, how many types of chart of accounts are there? Operating chart of accounts, group chart of accounts, and country specific chart of accounts. So you have three types of chart of accounts. Now I got, so from this table T001, I got it has three company codes, first thing, and they are using common chart of accounts YCOA. Now we have YCOA, correct? Now I'll be going to this company code level chart of account assignment. So chart of account, we'll be assigning the chart of account to company code, right? So there I'll be going and seeing, whether we have also a company specific requirement. Correct? Let me go to assign company code to chart of accounts. Okay, I can browse to SPRO, financial accounting, general ledger accounting, master data, GL accounting. In preparations, what I can do, I can assign company code to a chart of accounts. I'll be seeing, okay, someone logged. Okay, now here I can see whether my chart of accounts is only assigned, the operational chart of account is only assigned here, or any any country specific chart of account is also assigned here. If country specific chart of account is also assigned here, then you should know that for one of the company code, there is a company specific reporting requirement. Now you are seeing this chart of account, correct? So there is another way where the three companies uses different chart of accounts. Now what you will do? Now we will be going for edit chart of accounts list, and here you'll be seeing like you have this. So one company code is assigned to this chart of account, and another company code is assigned to this chart of account, and another company code 3 is assigned to this chart of account. Now we'll be going in and seeing whether any group chart of accounts is assigned here or not. If that group chart of account is assigned, you are bound, when you are creating a GL account, you are bound to create a group account number, correct? And also, when a country chart of accounts is there, here you are bound to give an alternative account number while you are creating a GL account, correct? So based on that, the entries where you are doing from a GL, where it is assigned to a operating chart of account, will be automatically flown to the country specific chart of accounts, and also to the group chart of accounts, correct? So that analysis you need to do. So after the chart of accounts, now let's come into controlling area. Okay, before controlling area, let's see, like you should also see the financial year, right? What financial year this organization is following, correct? So you should see the fiscal year variant. In T001 only, you will see like fiscal year variant is common or not, and after that you should see reporting requirement. So how many ledgers are there? So how many leading ledger? So you have one leading ledger 0L, and how many non-leading ledgers are there? How many non-leading ledgers are there? For example, let me go to the path. So let's go to financial accounting global settings, ledgers. So here you will have defined settings for ledger and currencies. When I execute that, confirm. So in the normal live system, you don't get this many errors. Okay, so this is just a test environment. So all the people will be working on these different combinations. So that's why you are getting these errors. Okay, now there will be 0L for your client, which is the leading ledger, and after that you may have the non-leading ledgers. Suppose say you have these three non-leading ledgers and one leading ledger and three non-leading ledgers. Now you will be seeing for what and all the company codes this non-leading ledger is extended to. So you will have like three company codes where that is extended to. So now for that company code, let's see what accounting principle they have assigned. So by example, by this you can bound to know this ledger is created for this company code for this accounting principle requirement, correct? So like that, you can analyze on the reporting also. After that, so after the reporting requirement is done, you also see the fiscal year variant how they are doing the reporting. Now what will come into the picture? So document type. So what documents types they are using? So whether they are using the standard or to post a suppose example for essay. For essay document type also they have given ZA. They have created ZA and posting with the ZA. So now you'll be going to the AC doca and you want to see like you will be giving the document type as a, and you can see you can see any documents there because they are using ZA. That sort of analysis also you need to do. So for a normal posting document, so you can go to the AC doca and you can go by the transaction code and you can search like FB50, FB50 or FB60, or else you can go for BKPF. BKPF is a header table where that is not absoluted in the S4 HANA, that is already there. When I go to the BKPF and in the transaction code, when I give the particular transaction code, see what document type it is posting in. It is posting in SA, okay, fine, they are using the standard. If not, if it is posting in the ZA, okay, they are using a different document type for that posting. Now, after that, you will be seeing the controlling area. So what controlling area they are using? Huh? Like you have these three company codes. So whether the three company codes are assigned to same controlling area or different controlling area. So what is the group currency? I'll be showing how you can define that. Okay. Now for the controlling area, you can go for OKKP transaction code. Here you can see, for example, mine was 8000 and I'll be double clicking on assigned to company code. So here you can see like how many company codes are assigned to my controlling area, or else you can go to the transaction. You can go to the table TKA02. TKA02. So where you'll be giving is giving only the controlling only the company code, and you will see like for which controlling area your company code is assigned to. So you'll get the controlling area information based on the company code input which you have given. Now, now you need to identify the group currency. If you see here, so from where the group currency will flow, the group currency will be flowing from the controlling area. So once you assign the group currency, once you assign the currency here, 1 minute, basic data, 8000. Okay, so anything like that. So you will be assigning the currency type. It is USD. Where this USD is defined, you will only be giving 30. You only be giving 30. The USD will get automatically populated. Where you are doing is /n SCC4. In SCC4 transaction code, you will be seeing what is the currency maintained at the client level. So client currency will be treated as a group currency. Now you don't have access to SCC4. Now what you will be doing? You will be doing in the you'll be seeing in the client level. So we have T000. Here when you execute that, now you'll be seeing the cur CRCY. So this is nothing but the reporting currency. At the country level, you can see the index currency and hard currency. Now, so group currency, this is done. And now what you will do? So you will be doing uh, group currency is also done. So you will be checking that tax architecture. You will be checking the tax architecture. So they check the active tax procedures. Okay, what are the active tax procedures are there? And so what and all the jurisdiction codes? jurisdiction for codes are configured correctly, or else condition types and access sequence, account keys, and what are the account determinations. So what are the particular accounts which will be using for the tax? What are the tax treatments? So like that you will be assigning. After that you have asset accounting. In asset accounting you'll have chart of depreciation. So in that chart of depreciation you can see what and all the accounting principles that are applicable to post the depreciation for a particular asset. Now after that you should go for a banking architecture also you should know. So they are following F110, F110. Now they are intended to DME. So now it's a DMEX. So after the DMEX engine, so how it is flowing to the bank. So what is the interface? And next, so you'll be getting MT940 file from the bank. So now where it is? So it is in A11, and how it is extracted and posting based on the job. So everything would be a question mark that you need to have an answers with. After that, you should know the like master data analysis. So master data analysis, you should analyze like how the master data is created, whether they can segregate the master data based on the company code. For example, there are thousand company code. They are creating a customer with a naming of 1000, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose it's a 2000 company code. They are giving 2000 and after followed by the customer number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this means 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Let's suppose say, because you can create one customer and that customer can be used in the can be used across the company code. So right now if they are using some customer, they are, so you should see this coding. So they are using 1000. So there is a company code differentiation between the customer to customer. Like that you will be seeing the same in the cost centers, profit centers. So profit center is a common, right? So profit center, in the profit center you can assign it to the company code, but the profit center segregation will also be based on the, maybe they are doing a profit center for a branch, correct? So there will be branch name and the profit center coding. So the coding also you should see. After that, reporting structure. So what is the reporting structure? So how they are doing the reporting? So how the document splitting is, how the reporting is, segment reporting is happening. So how the financial statement version is structured, how the they have reporting painters previously, how it is working. So they see how finance leadership views results. Okay, now after that you should see the integration, right? First I have said like how many modules you need to identify. So I have identified there. Now I have FIMM integration, and I also have an FISD integration, and if I have a FIPP integration also. So now this one we go for OBY6. So which is atomic GL will be derived from OBY6, where we have given there we will have a valuation class, a valuation group code. Valuation group code is nothing but a plant. So based on the plant and valuation class, you will be assigning in the material. So based on the material taken and based on the valuation class, and if you have an accounting modifier based on the movement types, so that also can be set, and based on that a particular GL account can get triggered. So same as VKOA. So here also we'll be doing the same. Now, so like this, a consultant need to analyze the system. So once you are into a project, any of the project, I'll be giving an overview now. So the overview is like when you are assigned to any of these projects, first you need to do is the system landscape analysis. After the system landscape analysis, you will get the credentials from the basis team. So once you create the credentials, you need to add the system in your logon pad. After you are adding the system to the logon pad as a FICO consultant. So adding the system to the logon pad is an activity of all the consultants. So As I am a FICO expert, I am telling you the FICO activities what you need to do. So these are the activities you need to perform. So these are few of the activities. So you will have to analyze. So what and all the additional activities you need to analyze. Okay. Thanks everyone. I'm ending this session. Good day. Hope this information is useful to you. If this is useful to you, please comment and like. Thank you. Share with your friends. Thanks everyone. Good day. Bye.